most thing to do is protect
But
our
Sheryl, we
kids.
know exactly what is happening. You know have to say,
Okay.
but we
Okay.
know Yellow don't
Okay.
want to have the
Okay.
kids no more.
All right. So
Yellow,
in that case, hold on,
we
Rose.
know that.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
go ahead.
hold on. So if you look at it this way, lawyer, put yourself in their position.
Mm-hmm.
If the lady that's keeping the kids don't want to keep those kids anymore,
Mm-hmm.
what would be the best decision for you? You would do for those kids? Would you allow the kids to get back in the system,
No, I
or
would
you
come
would
to
close your
TikTok and
hand?
I would say to my supporters and TikTok and everybody that's supporting me, TikTok, Rose
Mm-hmm.
disrespected the lady that's taking
Mm-hmm.
care of the children. Now the
No, you're talking
children,
about Jakes. You're talking
yes,
about what
if I
Jake
was
should do.
Jakes,
Okay.
this is what I would come and I
Okay.
would say. TikTok, I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, the children are about to go back in the system because of what Rosealee did. She disrespected the lady, and now the lady
Okay.
don't want to have nothing to do with the children, and I don't want my children to go back in the system. TikTok, see the house, know, the house on the verge of finishing, but I would want somewhere for 3
Right.
months. When I can say, now help me out for 3 months, me get one furnished place, so me can go back at the court and tell the court them say, this is what me have, and I can do it. The house on the verge of finishing. That is what I would come to TikTok and say to TikTok. And
Chad, correct me if I'm wrong. As soon as TikTok liar first came out with the narrative that Yellow is giving back the kids to CDA, and as soon as Rosealee and Jake said they had a talk, I'm assuming they agreed to co-parent because there's an alleged video, I've not seen it, circulating online with Shanta vaping, not sure. But I don't know where TikTok liar sometimes get her narrative from.
TikTok would have helped him.
Okay, so you are saying then he should not have joined with the
No,
mom with Rose to do it.
because
You are
Rose
saying
wants to
no.
control him and control the situation. And because right now, Rose is making him out to be the bad guy. Because she's saying she don't know what happened with Jakes, but Jake start act right now. That's what
Maybe
she's saying
people
now.
change up.
No,
Maybe
but
people
Sheryl, other
change.
people change. She's making Jakes to be the problem.
Right. Which is not, and you and I know that, which we can say that
That's the
before.
thing. But you succumbing to whatever demand she's making. You are saying to her that she's right, and we all know he's accepting whatever Rosealee is saying. It has to be on her terms. The moment it cannot be on her terms, that's where the problem. But look what Yellow did for her. Yellow is no kinfolk to her, as American people say. They don't have a relation. And if she can be disrespectful to Yellow for somebody who is doing her such a good favor, what will happen when time she and Jace go get displaced, whatever them are plans to do, right?
Okay.
And then when she cannot control the situation, there's gonna be a Yellow part 2.
But hold on.
Is that gonna be good for the kids?
1 minute. You said, let me correct. You said she and Jake get in a place together. That kind of new.
I'm just saying, whatever situation them plan, because we know she can't have the kids in her possession.
Right. So who would be the best person to get the kid if the mom can't get them?
The father, but the father don't need her to do that.
All right.
That's what I am saying. The father don't need her to do that.
But visitation, you should still have to get visit to the kids.
But that's fine. Visitation are determined by the courts. I understand all of that. He doesn't need to be a part of that because Rosealee cannot be tame. Rosealee only do things to satisfy Rosealee. Why Rosealee run to Jake's? Because Rosealee don't want the internet. Because we saw how Rosealee did treat Yellow when Yellow was in the house. We saw it.
I remember.
And we're gonna blame her and we're gonna say as she make the people them gone back into the system. So her back was against the wall. So that is why she reached out to Jakes, because she had nobody else. And she knew she could play on his emotions and do that. Because she know we as the internet are gonna blame her and I say, because of what happened at the house, now the children them gone back in a CD. She couldn't afford to do that. So what she do? She reached out to Jakes and played on him and his emotions. Now she has said Jakes was the problem. Because here she said Jakes start act right. She don't know what getting at him, but she start act right.
So you think Jake was the problem, lawyer?
Sheryl, we knew Jakes wasn't the problem. Rosalie
Okay,
was why the
okay.
kids in CDA.
So that is why, lawyer. That is why,
Mhm,
lawyer. I'm saying to you because
mhm.
I know Jake wasn't the problem. I don't. I'm not gonna do a blame game, but I'm saying at the end of the day, the kids are the problem
No,
here.
but
The
but but
kids need to
Sheryl,
sort it out.
Sheryl, Sheryl.
Yes,
For
yes.
Rosalie, it's not about the children. For Rosalie, it's her
Oh,
image.
okay. I get what you're saying now. I get
For
what you're
Rosalie,
saying.
it's not about the children. For
All right.
Rosalie, it's her image. If it was
All
about the
right.
children, Cheryl, we would not be here. Jakes would have been in our house and she a pay rent and Jakes would have had the kids them. And she has sought out her life. It's not about the children. It's about
One,
her image and what social media more media are gonna beat her upon. And she can't take no more beating.
but okay. So the best solution right now is for Jakes to do what he's doing and get the kids
Do it on
from.
his own. He don't need her.
Okay.
Come to social media and say, people, me need one house for 4 months or 3 months until the house finish so I can get custody of my children. People will do it. People will support him. But
Okay.
people is not going to support him now with him and Rosalie join forces. People feel like they have been scammed. And it's
Wow.
just
I have nothing against TikTok liar, but when she said people will feel like they have been scammed, it seems as if it's wrong for Rosalie and Jakes to join forces to prevent their kids from going back to CDA. Yes, Rosalie humiliated Jakes publicly, and I'm not defending her. But at the end of the day, she's now willing to co-parent for whatever reason. I don't care. And in my opinion, what took place between Jakes and Rosalie in the past should not be the main point of discussion for now. But the kids, how they can work together and get the kids back with Jakes, because as we know, Rosalie is under investigation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue listening to the video.
the truth. So are we supposed to believe? Everything where Rosalie said about you, we're supposed to believe now, right? Everything, every claim what she make about you, we supposed to believe it now. Based on your actions, we're supposed to believe it.
Sometimes we have to make. I don't think that. Let me tell you, for me, lawyer, and you know this, I can never forget what was said.
My
How
point
Jake.
exactly, and she don't
Exactly.
need him. She,
Exactly.
she only need him because her image, because we have beat her too much and she cannot take it anymore. Jakes don't need Rosalie. Jakes if you come to him people them and say, this is what happened. Rosalie is only trying to cover her ass.
Okay, so you think the best way to do it then is for we to give Jake the money to rent the place with the kids. Rosalie is
Exactly.
not
Do that.
involved.
Do that. She don't need
But
to be
what?
involved.
But what way Rosalie is involved? Because Jake is not like taking things, at
No.
least that I know of, from Rose towards the house. That's what I
We
know.
don't
I'm not gonna
listen.
say
Rosalie, then if you come over here and say she and Jake's a co-parent and Jake's a pay for one
right.
pitney if you go on Nickelodeon, she go pay for one.
Too much,
She go give Jake's money if Jake's want money. As she a talking, no. We're not saying what Jake's is saying, no.
too much
We're,
information lay out, and some of them is just not true.
so exactly, and Jake's will come and say, I agree, say yes, they're co-parenting. So what we supposed to believe?
But I think co-parents. I think everyone get co-parents. Put a different meanings to co-parents. I think yes,
Cheryl. We
yes.
know Rosalie know what no co-parent mean. We know
Okay.
that.
I think there's a different meaning, like because everyone think a different way on when it come on to
No,
this co-parent.
because basically she has said she and Jakes is good and they're gonna do no certain lines you cross you cannot go back over. Me hear
And
she has say
true.
something like, oh, people are gonna see our kids them are gonna see. Look how much things she said about Jakes on the internet. You don't think our kids them are gonna see some lines were crossed, Cheryl?
And
They
listen to
cannot
me,
go back
lawyer.
over.
No matter what, footprint
Hi
will
guys.
always be there. Footprint will always be there. What was said and cannot remove. It's gonna be there.
Rosalie is acting like Jakes was the problem from the right now. Rosalie act like a Jakes, but they put them in a CDA. That is how she make it sound.
That's all
And
I
all
know.
along she tried to work with him and him now work with her.
The only thing in still TikTok, I just want to clear up is like I've been hearing of boxes and boxes, about 4 different boxes saying Sheryl is upset about it. That is incorrect. So sometimes the media get this thing so twisted. Because at the end of the day, may I be honest with you, Jake, we talk about this and he said what is gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? And what happened with the kids, why I'm have to do what he got to do. And if the case is like, okay, him have to come to agreement with his kid's mom and said, let us do this together then. Because
And that is what they say. That's the problem. Let us do this together.
Mhm.
Why she never said that? Why it a take when fear character is at stake and she can't see the kids no more? Why is then it have to be on her terms? Why when time she a go lose
I don't
everything?
think. Hold on.
It has to be on her terms.
Let us not say it's on her term.
Chat, I don't know. I don't care if Jake's want to call
Sorry
up the
about that. My
name.
phone
I don't care.
ringing like
Jake's
crazy.
not
Let us
feeling
not
me.
say it's on her term. Let us say kids.
No, Sheryl, it's on her term.
What's wrong with
Because
Jake?
right now, it's on her term. Why is it on her term? Because she's the one we're going to lose the privilege of seeing the kids.
I'm sorry, that call just keep coming in. I keep cutting it. And so I'm saying, you say it's on her terms, but I'm gonna say this. I think it's have to do with the kids. To me, the kids are in danger, but the kids need to be. Jake needed to get the kids in a safe environment, and that's what I have to say. And I need to correct the people them that saying I vex with Jake. Never. I'm sitting with Jake until that house finished. And that's something that I need to clear up. If I'm loyal that way, I'm gonna be there with him no matter what the situation is. That's what I come to help him with, and that's where I'm gonna stay.
And we understand all of that. You don't have to explain yourself for your situation.
Exactly.
I am
You know
just
me
saying to
already.
you, say like,
Yeah.
for his this don't look good. And yeah, you are one person, but I'm assuming you have
Exactly.
other person that support him.
Yes, that's true.
That's
And some people maybe don't feel the way that I feel about it because maybe
Exactly.
not everyone know exactly what is happening. That also.
Mhm.
So if you don't know what is happening, read the kids, then you're gonna think a different way, as if Rose is the problem. To Jake should not be co-parent with her. He should do it on his own. You understand? So nobody understand exactly that. At the end of the day, they have to talk. You know,
No, Sheryl, they don't have to talk. Sheryl, they don't have to talk. Then they reach the point where listen, that's when I not understand why things have to be on Rose's terms.
Right.
Why is when Rose want to co-parent, Jake must agree to Rose wanting to co-parent? That is the point everybody I'm missing out. All along, Jake's was,
and I'm gonna say
Jake's
with
came
you.
over here. Let me finish, Sheryl. From
Right.
Jake's come over here, Jake's want co-parent and Rose never want co-parent. So why when Rose at risk of not having no contact with her children, why Jake's have to succumb to that?
Okay.
Why does he have to compromise? Why you have to compromise? Somebody will drag you so much. Somebody will degrade you. So some certain things where your kids have to go live with for the rest of them life. Like, no, Sheryl, we're not talking about co-parent. Rose not sensible. You co-parent with somebody that is sensible.
Well, I can't answer that question. That is something Jake could have to answer.
Rose come to mash up Jakes. Rose come to tell we say chat. You see? Me go buy the boy out with one line, and what the boy do? Me give the boy 200,000 and look what the boy do. And that me come back to.
She said she gave him money.
Okay, me not ask you. I'm telling you, and it is what it's gonna come back to. She gonna come back and she's just sell the boy licky. The boy don't wanna pick me money the boy want. You know, wait. We're gonna have a conversation there right here. So again, Rose know what Rose is doing. Rose is proving to us everything what she said about Jakes, and Jakes don't want to pick me. Jakes licky, and Jakes want money. That is what it's gonna come back to. And we're gonna have a conversation there, because when things don't go her way, she will come right back and drop it back right on him. You know, say one lion, me take and buy you out. You know, say a batty man. You know, say one lion, me send conky you. And you're happy, you take it. A same thing we'll go back here, so because we are talking about Rosealee. We're not talking about Sheryl will love our children and will eat shit for her children. We are talking about Rosealee, and that is what people now realize. Rosealee, there's no limit to our madness. And when she want proof, say, as she do the right thing, she will do things to me. And all she do, and make Jakes look like, say, all him care about are likes. There's no levels to her madness. And when she want to prove her point, she will do anything.
I'm praying to God and I'm hoping, I'm praying that's what you said is not true.
Well,
I'm just hoping it's not true.
How much people over here? 691 over here. We're going to have a conversation here again.
I am hoping this is not true. We've been
to this with Rose too much time already. We have been to this rodeo too much time with Rose already. We know exactly how. We read this book here how much time already. We read this book here from if it was about the kids, the yellow wouldn't have the kids. Rose would have go to Jakes and said, Jakes, me can't have the kids no, but you're them father. See what money you go find one place and rent and take the kids them. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here.
Okay, you're talking before. No.
Yes, yes. Okay. Why no? When time she cuss out the lady already that the lady tried to care about the kids them. Now, this is not the first rodeo.
I'm going to say this. I agree with what you just said. This could have done earlier, more than it's gone too
If it was about the children, but that clearly to say, Sheryl, it's not about the children. It's not about the children.
So for where it is now, you don't think it's good now for them to do whatever?
No, too much damage has already been done. Jakes need to come to him people them. Jakes need to come to him people them and say, yo, this is what gonna happen. I'm gonna need no help. Jakes don't need to do it with Rosealee. Nope. Or Jakes go and go make a deal with Yellow on behalf of himself. Not a deal concerning Rosealee.
Okay, TikTok lawyer. So we're gonna take up this on you. You said Jake to come to the media and get that money and get the place instead of doing it with Rose.
They will do it. People will do it for him.
Okay.
People will do that for him.
I'm here. If Jake come with a different plan and say something, I'm still standing to help him with it. But right now, I'm helping for whatever plan he has now. I have to support him.
He don't need to making a deal with Rosealee is like making a deal with the devil. Wow. Make Rosealee go sort out herself because up until now, we have not seen that girl work on herself and it's just the truth. We have never seen her make no positive direction, no headway when it comes to getting back her children. No, and it's just the truth. Last week, you classed him about TV, you classed him about game, you classed him about phone. No. You have to show and prove. You have to show and prove. She need to fix herself. And now she won't come blame him, say him. No, you are the problem.
There shouldn't be, and I believe at this stage, there shouldn't be a blame game. There's no blame game about getting when it comes on to my kids.
No, there is a blame game, Sheryl. There is a blame game.
No,
why the children are in CDA? Why the children are in CDA? Whose fault? No, Sheryl.
I understand. No,
it's a blame game.
No, lawyer. I'm saying right now for the situation, it should not be
it's
blame game.
It's still a blame game, no. Sheryl. It's still a blame game. Because until Rose come and admit what she did, and until Rose accept and take accountability, there's forever going to be a blame game.
What is she going to take account of? You think she's going to say she's the one that caused the kids to be there and so forth?
Of course, but how can we move on? How can she move on? How can she move on if she don't accept accountability for what she did? How can she move on?
And you are saying she don't do that.
How can she grow? Well, how can she grow?
She don't.
No, because she come back and she say, Jakes finally act right. So that obviously Jakes was the problem. She was never the problem.
Okay. I see where you're coming from with this. I understand.
How can you co-parent with somebody who still haven't seen what she has done wrong?
Sometimes we look behind. Because come on to me now. Let me say this, lawyer, straight. I'm having the flu, I saw a little way. But listen, the kid, when it come on to my kids, me go extra mile for that.
And you cannot compare yourself with Rose. That is what a lot of mothers over here doing. You not compare yourself with Rose. And if somebody go as far as to go to Bellevue to get what mad certificate, how that the person if you have sense? Millie, what's up?
Hold on,
How would that help
liar.
you?
Liar, let's not go there. Let's not go
No,
there.
no,
I don't want to
Sheryl,
go there.
Sheryl,
Hold on,
Sheryl.
no, I don't want to go in that part. I'm just
Sheryl,
saying.
no, Sheryl. The truth
Hold
is
on.
just the truth. You cannot make a. I'm saying to you, I'm trying to prove to you, you cannot make a decision with that person. That person is not sane. That is my point,
I'm
Sheryl.
not.
With certain
Hold
things
on.
you want to
Hold on,
want to
no.
touch on. No, Sheryl, I have to say it.
Okay, go
Certain
ahead.
things you don't want to touch on, you have to touch on it. For somebody, if you show you how she want to keep Jakes away from the children, she went to certain lengths to do that. And because she realized that it's not working, now she have to come back and eat shit. Because she don't have a choice. We don't act like say Rose seeing. Rose not seeing. We don't act like say Rose, yeah, Sheryl, stop think about it how you thinking about it. You have to think like Rose.
I'm thinking about it from my point as kids. You know, I'm not thinking
But
about Rose.
but
Let's
Rose
put
is
kids.
not thinking about it from that, because if Rose had her children's best interests at heart, we would not be here and we would not even know what CDA is.
All right,
and it's just the truth.
Hold on. It's parents. That's what I call parents. It's two people. Okay, listen, Rose. Listen 1 minute. Say, for instance, we take Rose out the picture. Jake's now have the kids. You are saying that Rose couldn't visit the kids.
Nobody's not saying that. She have to go decide that, and she and the government have to decide how they work that out.
Okay.
But I am not saying she can't visit her children. We can't say that. We can determine that. But
Right.
as I am saying, as it relates to her and Jake's making decisions together, no, they don't need to.
But I don't think it's just Jake's and Rose. I think they said she went to CDC and it's going to court. Isn't that everybody jumping and saying it's not just done here. It's not finalized because they have to go back to the court with this.
But I understand what you're saying. But when you're gonna come on TikTok and say, "My baby mother a co-parent," no, you're not saying that. You're not saying that. You're saying you and her are gonna co-parent.
Yes.
No.
And that's why I said the co-parents, it used out of context because
well, I use it, Sheryl.
Exactly.
Jakes and Rose, I use it.
The word
Jakes and Rose, I use it. And we come and say it. And them come and say it.
It's using other. I just don't want to get into
Jakes no need for know how Rosealee to the children them. The government and Rosealee decide how her visitation go.
The only thing I'm saying to Rose, everything not to be on the internet.
No. Sheryl. Mm-hmm. It's too late for that. When TikTok take care of you, you don't make a decision on what to come on the media and what don't come on the media. It's too late for that.
You can have your personal life.
No, Sheryl, you don't get that wrong over TikTok. When TikTok mind you don't have no say in your life, and we make the decision. And it's just the truth. Anytime you want to make a decision for yourself, take go 9 to 5.
Hold on.
It's just the truth, Sheryl. It sounds harsh, but it's just the truth. When TikTok feed you don't make decisions like this. When time them a go through them hula, are we over here figure it out every day with them? So why when time them a come together, it's supposed to be in a private? No, and it's just the truth. It's facts. When time we over here advocate for Jakes and I try to prove everything for Jakes, it's never private. So why when time no they put them up, then decide to co-parent if it's private?
No, but they come and say it. They come and say it. She come out and say whatever.
They only said it after it came out, Sheryl. No.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Jakes, if you come out honest with them people, they might say, yo, people, this a war going, you know. Rosealee fuck up with yellow. And right now we're back against the wall. They pick them out to go back at CD and they're gonna need no help. And the people then will step up.
Lawyer, I'm here with you, but trust me, you have more information than I do.
Well, Jakes, to be honest with you, and that's all I can say. If you don't have no information, I him to tell you what is what.
Because I hear you mention a lot of figures. You mention figures. You mention places. You mention car. You mention drive. You mention.
That's how they go tell we. So we know say pick them go back and see the other never. Be tell them that ask my people and if not tell them long time say yellow I care about the picking them. Ask them and then they write this in that chat. Ask them. Me tell them that long time. So yellow says she don't want the picking them no more.
So how you get that information?
Okay, you know if you ask how me get it. Me live a CV, me depend on the wall. I can
see that.
Me live right down there.
Okay.
All right, now they over there plan to go to supermarket and Yellow so they don't fi buy no food. Only buy food for today and tomorrow.
What?
Because she not think she want to keep the pitney them no more. So
So
you can go.
okay, all right, okay. Stick a pin, liar. Let's say this now. All right, you get that information. You have your kids there. This is your kids, and you hear that she's not keeping them for the weekend. You said
No, she said
only food for two.
because they go back at the court Monday. Monday they go back at the court. Go
Okay.
go have the final, whatever the final agreement is.
So them are only to buy food for 2 days. This is new information to me. I just get this from
Well,
you.
me just get it right out of the mouth.
So,
It just
so,
drop
the,
out a yellow mouth and me get it.
so look at it this way. So Jakes has to do everything now, and I'm using Jakes. Okay.
Jakes need to take Rosalie out of the equation and go make a deal with Yellow. That is what Jakes need to go do. If him can't get the place by time them to make, Jakes need to take Rosalie completely out of the situation and go make a deal with Yellow.
Okay.
If him can't get a place by now on Monday or whatever, him need to tell Yellow, say, Yellow, I am the one. Go to court and say, Judge, I will deal with Yellow or whatever you need to do. Take Rosalie out of it
So
completely.
maybe that's what he's planning to do. We
No,
don't
he
know.
not plan for that. Sheryl, stop it. He man say my co-parent with him baby mother. Stop it.
Ah boy. That's what I'm saying. This co-parenting
But
just I don't understand.
Sheryl, we're not going by here we say on that part. We're
Okay.
going by exactly what came out of his mouth and her
Yeah.
mouth.
Yes, I remember the conversation. That's why I mentioned this co-parenting. It's like it using out of context. So it's like I don't know what to say with this one because I believe in if I'm separated from my husband at the end of the day, the kids I have kids.
Sheryl, and I keep telling you, take you and your husband out of it. Take you and your husband. We're not talking about normal individual.
Okay. So you're talking about crazy people. That's what
Crazy
you're saying?
people. Yes. Your husband never come over. You never come over here and tell us you put 3 fingers in your husband bottom.
Oh, lawyer, I don't want to call this
And
conversation.
we never come over
I am
here and
going.
say you plan to unalive your husband. We never hear all those things. That's why I tell us, like, stop comparing yourself to this person. You have to stop comparing yourself, and it's just the truth.
Okay, I get it. I am going. I have work. I'm so sorry. This conversation, you know, I'm not gonna have.
No, but Sheryl, you don't act like say it happened on the internet. This never happened
Yes,
in a private.
I know, but I
It's just
don't
the
want.
truth. It's just, and that's why I'm trying to prove to you. This is the type of person we are dealing with, and when this person does not get her way, we don't think gonna happen. The children still gonna end up back at CDA because if Rose and Jakes are come in contact now, and the moment Jakes don't do a Rose, say Rose will tell lie on Jakes, and the people them might end up back in a CDA. What are you guys talking about?
I understand what you're saying.
The moment Jakes not abide by Rosalie rule, she gonna tell lie on him. And the pitney them gonna end up right back at CD, and then none of them can get the pitney them. She can't get the pitney them. Him can't get them. Because Rosa will tell one
that's
drastic.
not the case, though. But
Alright.
have a good day. I have to go back.
Go back to work.
I'm sorry.
Rosa will tell one drastic lie on Jakes, but Jakes can't have no contact with them pitney there. I remember me telling her that.
That's where I'll leave this discussion. As it pertains to TikTok liar, some of her reasoning I agree and disagree with, but that's her opinions. And at the end of the day, the kids are living with someone other than their parents. So I support the co-parenting regardless of what happened in the past between Jakes and Rosalie. If you enjoy watching this video, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and click the notification button to get the latest TikTok updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.